Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. Paul George is out there with Powell, and it's Zubac in at the center position. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Outside, Russell. Driving inside. Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight. And he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Here's George after the basket by Minnesota. Leonard the pass to George. A 3 from Morris. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And Towns throws it down.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
Now, here is George. And the rejection by Towns. Down low. Edwards drives in. The kick out to Towns. From downtown, Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Powell, no one around him. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Zubac finds Powell. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Oh, here's Edwards. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the Timberwolves with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. Russell kicks to McDaniel. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. 6 to shoot. Russell makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Leonard inside, working on McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 8. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's George following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
McDaniels finds Russell. Covington with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Here's Russell. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
George from deep three-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point, so that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
No good from Zubac. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard dishes to Covington. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And Covington says, bring it on. I'll take the contact, and I'll still finish.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Timberwolves missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Now here's Gobert. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
George passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. George against Russell. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Here's Zubac. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot by George, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined.
Oh! Yikes! Look out below! About that finish. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Russell, he kicks it to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 9. 1:52 left in the first half of basketball. And it's George finishing it off.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Outside Edwards. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And George kicks to Zubac. Back to George. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's only a 5-point Minnesota lead.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Launches a 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now, here's McDaniel. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Out to Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. And the dunk by Powell.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And they double up Russell. Edwards passes to Gobert. Russell left side. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. The kick out to Towns.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can...
Thanks for the great interview, David.
24.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Paul George is out there with Powell. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Covington in at the 4 slot. Towns for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Edwards against Powell. And George, here we go. Zubac kicks to Powell. Zubac the best of Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Russell passes to McDaniel. And oh boy, a lot of... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls fast, that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He hits the second from the line.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Pass to Powell. Back to Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 6.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nifty move. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots the 3. Covington dishes to Leonard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Powell finds George. Here's Covington. Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3-ball. It's stolen by Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George with no one around. Covington wide open. He fires. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Out left of the wing. Here's Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it out to Leonard. The dish to Covington. Back to Leonard to stop the drought. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Leonard missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Covington. Drills the baseline jumper. Covington's got 5.
Stepping in just a little bit closer, but keeping the D honest as Covington knocks down a mid-range.
And a deep 3 from Russell. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 3. Covington kicks to George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Inside. And there's Edwards on the assist by Towns. He's got 10.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here is Russell. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's George. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
Edwards looking it over. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. Back to Powell to tie it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Back to Gobert. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Covington, a screen on Russell. George. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Towns against Covington. Takes a step back. Russell from long range. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. And George kicks to Covington. Outside Leonard. There's the drive. The 3 from George. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
Russell passes to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. McDaniels dishes to Towns. Here's Russell. Right side, Edwards. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking around. Zubac finds Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. In the corner, Powell with it. To take the lead. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. George against Towns. Towns the screen to the middle. Pocket 6. Excellent D there from George. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points.
And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
Outside Russell. Outside Towns. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, big spot. Towns with a chance here at the line. He's someone this team relies on.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them the lead. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. The pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell with it. George picks him up. The drive by Russell. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here's Covington from the arc. Laces one from 3.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Russell kicks to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Oh, he can't jam it home. And an intentional foul right there. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett
And now the starting lineup.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Hal and George are out on the wings. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Leonard in at the point. Now here's Booker, 3 on the clock. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Here's Leonard. And the shot goes in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. From deep. Paul George pulls down the board.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Bridges passes to Aiden, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Powell. For 3, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Well, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
George outside. Leonard against Bridges. The turnaround. And it falls all over the rim and in.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Paul passes to Booker. Over to the left wing. Aiden with a screen. Johnson finds Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Pass to Powell. Back to Leonard. From about 19. And Aiden pulls it down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Leonard against Paul. Here's Aiden. Outside Booker. This one for 3.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Johnson with a bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Powell. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's Bridges. The offensive rebound. Aiden. And Aiden with the stuff.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Now here's Powell. Leonard against Bridges. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker. Up and in.
Leonard passes to Powell. Now Zubac. Shoots over Johnson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And Zubac drops them both. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Powell right side. George for 3. Sinks the tray.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the point. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Suns keep it alive. Paul passes to Booker. Knocks it loose. George with a steal. Pass to Leonard. Wide open. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Paul. Fires the 3. And the Suns get it back. Booker, the pass to Paul. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Nails it from beyond the arc. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
6 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Covington.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Kicks it to George. Shoots. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Paul passes to Aiden. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Zubac's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Aiden. Bridges, a screen on Covington. Johnson passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
George outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Suns leading. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Leonard. Stolen by Bridges. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And it's Wall with the block.
That's the length of John Wall. Boy, this guy has been so consistently good defensively.
And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. It's Bridges on the wing. Paul against Wall. And Paul gets it to go.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
George passes to Zubats. The kick out to Wall. There's 53 seconds left in the second period. Down low. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Shot clock at 2. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Ayton passes to Paul. No good on the 3. The Clippers trail. George, a deep 3. And that misses. That would have put him up. And Phoenix shooting it at 52%. Bridges finds Paul. Outside for Booker. Johnson a screen on Covington. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Leonard. 9 points in the game. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to drop. And we're through the first half of play. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
They've got Jay Crowder, Cameron Payne out there with Damian Lee. Then there's Dario Saric, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
Coffey, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Norm Powell comes in for Wall. Out to the right wing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game. Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a 3-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all 3.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Batum is checked in for Covington. Here's Lee. Pass to Payne. Back to Lee. Left side Payne. Clock at 6. Shoots over Jackson. Payne with the bucket. Payne's got his first bucket in this one. And here are the Clippers now. 2-point game. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And so he hits both. And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Powell passes to Jackson. Now here's Batum. Pass to Mann. Powell outside. For the lead. It's hauled in by the Suns. Lee on the wing. Powell covers. Payne with the bucket.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Payne against Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Jackson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Reggie Jackson has got the willingness to convert on the interior. Nice touch right there.
Payne against Jackson. The three from Craig. Powell pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. With the putback.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you.
The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Payne against Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Saric, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Saric, takes a 3. Fires in the triple.
Well, you can tell Dario Saric's teammates want him to take these kinds of shots. When he plays with confidence, look out.
Payne against Jackson. 1:14 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Morris for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Lee. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Craig inside, guarded by Batum. Crowder outside. Pass to Lee. Back to Crowder. Knocks down the 18-footer. And the Suns lead by 2.
Well, Jake Crowder has developed into a very reliable mid-range shooter. You don't want to let him get comfortable.
Jackson for 3. Here's Batum. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Craig, good.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Now Jackson. Pass to Batum. Back to Jackson. And the shot goes down. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
And we've just finished the third quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. Here's Johnson. No good there. Great D that time from Zubac. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Right side Wall. George outside. The kick out to Wall. 4 on the clock. Banked it in off the glass. Wall's got his first points in this one.
Wow, shot making from John Wall through contact. That's not easy, but this guy's so physically gifted from the point guard position.
Pass to Aiden. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Outside Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Wall. To take the lead. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Paul against Wall. 2 points. That one goes. And the Suns lead by one.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Tipped away. Paul with a steal. Pass to Johnson. Over Wall. Paul can't get it to go. And so here are the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. George passes to Leonard. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Paul passes to Booker. Shot from the wing. The kick out to Paul. Launches the 3. Counted from distance. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's so much confidence in his ability to make range shots. Chris Paul knocks down the 3.
Here's George. Right side Covington. Pass to Zubac. Outside Wall. Out to Covington. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Clippers have possession, trailing by 4. George outside, fires for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Well, the Clippers shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Here's Paul. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Outside Wall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Important possession there, and John Wall getting it done.
Outside Paul. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Zubac. Leonard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Shot by Leonard, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Booker against George. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Booker against George. Out to Covington. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Booker for 3. Oh, nails the triple!
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Leonard for 3. The rebound by Bridges. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker fires from way outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Paul George is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Covington in at the 3.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Here's Leonard to the paint. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Morant missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Leonard finds George. Clippers moving the ball around. The 3 knocks down the 3 ball.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Stolen by Zubac. George looking around. Here's Leonard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Here's Leonard. Grizzlies making the shot. Right side, Covington. It's George on the wing, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Now, Leonard. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. Good on the triple.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His three-point shot is lethal.
Morant against Leonard. Outside for Jackson. It's the rebound. Outside, Bain. Buries it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Pass to George. From deep. With the teardrop. And there's the nice layup by Leonard. Leonard's got 9.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jared knows what to do.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. He's got 9. The rebound by Steven Adams. Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard attacking, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue. Kawhi earning that trip to the line.
Leonard hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. 5 on the clock. Inside. Great D that time from Leonard.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate. because he was destroying his teammates.
Now Brooks, after Robert Covington missed from long range. And Covington sends it back. There's 21 seconds left in the first. The three from Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
George passes to Morris. And here's Leonard from three. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bain passes to Brooks. Rebounded by Covington. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. Morant with the steal. Here's Brooks. Rips it home after the terrific move.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks. Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
2 on the clock. George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Out to Morant. Right wing. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Here's the pass to Morris. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Morant. Outside Jackson. Morant looking around. Jackson finds Morant. And finished off by Morant.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. It's deflected. Stolen by George. Pass to Leonard. He dishes it to Morris. Leonard kicks to Morris. Will it go? And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Yeah, I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Morant passes to Jackson. The shot, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And it's George missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Poke loose, stolen by George. Leonard kicks to George. Shot left block. Kicks it out to Covington. Left side, Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Brooks the pass to Bain. Covington with the steal. Here's Leonard. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Brooks. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen by George. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks finds Adams. Back to Brooks. Morant against Zubac. Morant passes to Adams. On the wing, Bane. Shot clock at 5. Adams with the screen on George. There's the lob to the hoop. And Memphis turns it over again.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
They could use a bucket. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. George has got 5 points so far. Leonard against Morant. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Driving to the basket.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard dishes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Over Brooks. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brooks against Covington. Puts the move on. A reverse. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, for that interview. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Coach tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Leonard the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Morant dishes to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Knocked away. Adams the pass to Morant. Over Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers trail by 4. And it's Morant with the rebound. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Jackson drives in. And a wide open look for Bane. Nailed from three-point land. Bane's got 6. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Morris, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Brooks. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Morant against George. Adams sets the pick for Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Covington sends it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, no good by the Clippers. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And Adams kicks to Bane. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. George with the ball. It's picked up by Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Leonard against Morant. And the pass to Adams. Now Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Zubac. Covington dishes to Morris. Back to Covington. Kicks it to Morris. And there's the drive. Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. Shoots over Adams. No good from Zubac. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Bain, no good.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Leonard the pass to Covington. Leonard kicks to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3. They get it back. Outside Covington. Morris outside. Back to Covington. Goes back up. And he banks in the layup.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
The pass to Morant. Latrey. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Morant against Leonard, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And he can't hit the second.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
And the rejection by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing, defended by George. The 3 from Morant. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Adams the pass to Morant. Here's Bain. Misses and the dry spell continues. It's stolen by Adams. Right side Jackson. Outside Bain. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got 9.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistently.
And so it's Memphis, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Memphis leading by 6. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Covington. Great D that time from Bain. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And Brooks, here we go. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Bain passes to Jackson. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. Here's George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Morant. Here's Adams. Back to Morant. Rebound by the Clippers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
A About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Bain. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Morant. Looking to get back on track here. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
And man, does Morant put on the show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Leonard kicks to Morris. Back to Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brooks with no one around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Leonard. George dishes to Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. Over in the corner, Zubac. Here's Morris. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Right side, Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Clippers trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. And there's the pass to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis. Leonard kicks to Covington. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And that one's good. Leonard. And that's 13 points for Leonard.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Morant against Leonard. Morant passes to Bain. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. And George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react. And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Morant outside. Brooks dishes to Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Leonard fires away from outside. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
Morant against Leonard. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Leonard with the ball. This one for 3. Offline. And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Gobert, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Clippers on D. Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Gobert. Soft touch off the glass.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. Tipped. Zubac passes to George. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels inside. Wall covering. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Morris.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Leonard. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's George. And George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Towns for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Wall, the pass to Morris. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. And that one misses.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Now here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Wall. George for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 7 points.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Now here's Wall. Good D by Gobert. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Misses in close. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pulls up. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
Russell against Wall. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Wall. George outside. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Towns goes in. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move.
It's George on the wing. From deep three-point range, McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards against George. And the basket is good. Give him 8 points now.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And George launches it from deep. That doesn't go either for George.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's George. They need this. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 9.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. No good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, George with a steal. Wall, he's open. The putback. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Zubats. Towns against George. Towns passes to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Russell against Wall. Pass to George. Let's go with a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend in the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase, positionless basketball, all the time, B.A., but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
Russell finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Leonard for 3. Buries it from 3. Leonard's got 5.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially.
Russell against Wall. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Morris. Zubats passes to Wall. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Russell against Wall. Pass to George. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. George passes to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
The Timberwolves shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Russell up top. Wall covering. Edwards for 3. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. George drives in. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Paul George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Russell to pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Zubats with the steal. Outside Wall. Shoots. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
George for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Russell. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice... All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Clippers, 20. The Timberwolves, 29.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Out to Leonard. George outside. Fires the 3. And there's Leonard on the assist by George. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Towns for 3. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. And no good. The Clippers trail. Kicks it to George. Back to Morris. And he banks in the layup.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Pass to Towns. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Towns.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Towns' 3-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
He's off on the second. The Clippers in the lead. George, a deep three. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Russell finds Edwards. No good from outside. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And George with the jam.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
McDaniels from long range. Shot that time, not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. McDaniels can't hit. And here are the Clippers now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Morris can't hit. The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Edwards slams it in. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Pass to Zubac. George with it. Here's Zubac. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Now here's Towns. To the left side wing. Fires the 3, and it's Russell. That time on the assist by Towns. Russell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Outside Wall. To the right side. George outside. Misses off the right iron.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
Leonard passes to Zubac. And Gobert with a block. And they get it back. George, a deep 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Leonard for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Well, the Timberwolves shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. They get the rebound. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Outside McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Goes up again. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Shot on the wing. Leonard finds Wall. Here's the three. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Now Towns. The three is up. Offensive board. Back to Edwards. Outside Russell. Towns for three. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Oh, George with a steal. Ball for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Tries to break his ice. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Russell against Morris. Here's Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Timberwolves lead by 11. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Pass to Edwards. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Towns passes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. He's guarded by Zubats. Towns with the ball. The three on target from range.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
George with it, and it's Gobert picking him up, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Outside Edwards to the inside. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Edwards against George. Down low. Zubats. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's off on the first.
At the line for your Clippers.
And he sinks the second.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. The three-pointer off the mark. Now Los Angeles with it. 11-point game. For three, George. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight. Leonard against Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. Chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for the Timberwolves.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Leonard's shot's good.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing it.
And Edwards, here we go. Leonard against McDaniels. Edwards fires from way outside. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Count it.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it.
know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at center. Now here's Booker. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. And George with the stuff.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Ball against Wall. Booker the pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Now Ayton. 5 on the clock. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Wall. Right side George. Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes a three. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Paul kicks to Ayton, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Bridges. Ayton against Zubats. Stolen by Zubats.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Leonard the pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. That one doesn't go. Bridges with some nice defense. Out to the right wing. Johnson outside. And that one is good.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Ball finds Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now Bridges. Paul George missing from long range. Leonard with the steal. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. And a missed layup.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Booker, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard looking around. The kick out to Wall. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Trailing by 2, and Phoenix turns it over again. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Paul against Wall. This is it to Leonard. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges left side. Great D that time from Leonard. Outside, George. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. And it's all evened up.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Leonard against Bridges. Leonard dishes the Wall. Outside, George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Paul outside. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside for George. Wall passes to George. Here's Zubats. A three from Leonard. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires for three. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. The pass to Zubats. And stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. George picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. Ayton kicks to Booker. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix. Powell against Booker. Pass to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 8 points.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
On the wing, Booker, guarded by Powell. Here's Ayton. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Covington into the lane. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Covington. Wall's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. The Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Paul George.
On the wing, Booker. Johnson with a screen on Leonard. And here's Booker from the arc. Suns keep it alive. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. That shot misses. They tee that time from Leonard. Feeds to Covington. He kicks it to Wall. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Bridges outside. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Misses the layup. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Dishes it to Wall. To the middle. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Johnson. Nobody near Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. Oh, Ayton in position. And Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
Your Clipper, 18. The Suns, 17.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Johnson attacking, and another shot. And the layup is good. And the Suns lead by 1. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Back to Kennard. Outside Jackson. For the 3. It's good from long range. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
Sharch with the screen for Payne. From the arc. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Kennard against Crowder. Just 4 to shoot. And Crowder moves it in.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Payne with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Sharch up to Payne for the 3. Hands it from downtown. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's Crowder. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. He feeds it to Powell. Lee with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Payne gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Batum. Pass to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Come get it, come get it.
Powell, no one around him. Misses the three. Phoenix leading by 3. To the paint. And Crowder slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. To halt the run. Can't hit that one. Good D by Lee. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Ball passes to Bridges. Driving the lane, Ayton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Outside for George. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Covington dishes the Wall. Lays it up off the glass. Wall's got his second basket.
Covington is a high IQ player, understands when to dish it.
Ball outside. On the wing, Booker. Fires from 18. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Wall. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Johnson. Ball against Wall. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against them. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. The feed to Johnson. No good there.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Passes it to Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. It doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Now here's Booker. Fires for 3. Kicks it out to Johnson. From deep 3-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Phoenix ball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Clock at 6. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Ball against Wall. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Pass to Booker. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
George finds Leonard. And here is Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Ball against Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The shot by George, no good. Suns leading by 5. Bridges for 3. And the Suns miss again. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Left side, Covington. Outside, Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. George passes to Zubac. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Back to Booker. Stolen by Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Bridges shot. Good.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Covered by Johnson. And here's Wall outside. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson finds Bridges. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
34 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
Wall, let's get on. Hold on.
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Zubac. Outside, Covington. On the wing, George. For 3. No good. So the Suns win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a...
Thanks, Brian.
He's proven himself, Allie. Thank you. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Covington. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Shot clock at 5. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Leonard. George outside. Out to Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Now Morris launches it. Adams grabs the miss. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
And the Clippers have possession following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Had no problems knocking that one down.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Kept alive. Adams. And it's Adams with the finish.
Love when Steven Adams has that kind of room to rip it down.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Leonard left side for 3. Covington. Oh my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Ja Morant picks one up.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Covington. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Bain against George. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on Morris. Here's Jackson. Brooks finds Jackson. George with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Covington. Here's Leonard. That gives him the lead.
On the court, no denying Kawhi. Hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Outside Morant, driving to the basket. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
For three, George. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Morris. The Grizzlies pull it in.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Morant. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Morant's got 8 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
George's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
No good on the triple. The Clippers trail. Leonard finds Covington. And here's George. And stolen. By Morant. And here's Adams. Left side Morant. No good on the shot. And George with some nice D. Morris down low, guarded by Bain. A nice shot by Morris.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Morant against Leonard. Outside Bain. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's Leonard. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Ja Morant, he's feeling it. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Bain, the pass to Adams. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Here's Morant. Following the score by the Clippers. Hits the trifecta.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to George. And there's the drive. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Leonard against Brooks. Outside Bain. Here's Morant. That one a little long.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Leonard passes to Covington. Bain against Morris. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer. Poke loose. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. It's George on the drive. And George with the jam.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
Outside Morant. Leonard passes to Covington. Back to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Over Bain. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubats. Kicks it to George. Now here's Morris. The three is up. And Morant clears the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
The Clippers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Morris finds Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to George. A minute 4 left to play in the first half. Morris passes to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant with it, guarded by Covington. No good off the back of the rim. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. George outside. Into the lane. Oh, the swat by Adams.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's Leonard. Morris outside. And stolen by Bain. And there's the lob. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
No good on the buzzer beater. It's all...
Your Clippers, 25. The Grizzlies, 25.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
We've got Ivica Zubac, Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Brooks from outside, nails it from 3. Brooks has got 5 now. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays. I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Here's Covington, pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Here's Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. He has 6.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Out to Leonard. Moran against George. Pass to Zubac. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
LA foul. Ivica Zubac. That's his 3rd personal foul. First 2.
The free throw drops for Bane. Here's Morant. 17 points in the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Crafty move. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Pass to Adams, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Right side, Covington. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Oh, the swat by Adams. Jackson outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Adams, the pass to Moran. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. And here's Moran outside. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
That's tipped. George out to Covington from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Adams a screen. Back to Brooks. And he gets the bucket. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Leonard against Brooks. For 3, George. Morris outside. Looking to end the run. Oh, the swat by Adams. Jackson against Covington. Morris outside. On the take. Pass to Zubac. Here's George, and George with the jam.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Now Morant, he's got 19. To the inside. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis leading. Left side, Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. It's good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And the second free throw is good. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Bain. Brooks with it. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson for 3, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Clippers trail. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Leonard passes to Covington. Back to Leonard. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Pass to Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been great this game, 58%. Morant against George. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 23 points.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
George's shot is off.
LA foul. Paul George. Second personal foul. Second team.
And Bain, no good on that one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. One shot.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Morant against Leonard. Here's Bain. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Bain against George. Morant, the pass to Bain. 5 on the clock. Shoots over George. And it's Memphis with another.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers running out of time. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Leonard passes to Zubac. Moran against George. Back to Zubac. Outside Covington. From downtown. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big-time shot.
Outside Moran. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. To the middle. And stolen by Covington. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Zubac. And now we've got an intentional foul. On defense, the Grizzlies. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Leonard for three. Here's Covington.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
Brooks, the pass to Moran. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Moran against Morris. Now here's Moran. And so the Grizzlies take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A.,